Okay, this next reading here is going to be for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I do not read reversals. Spirit, what messages do you have for Sagittarius? Again, if the reading doesn't resonate, feel free to check your moon and rising sign. If you have a question about what those are, feel free to DM me. I'll tell you how to get them. Spirit, what messages do we have for Sagittarius? Okay, well, we got a few at once. Let's see. So I usually don't read reversals, but it landed reversed. So I'll say both meanings. So basically at this time, you're kind of resting. There's probably a situation that you were tied up in your head about, and you're feeling like a time just to take a break from it and rest from it. You just don't want to deal with it anymore. And it had to do with either a King of Cups or it was related to a love situation, because the Cups is about love, but it could also be that you were dealing with a water sign. So that's a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. It could have been with one of those signs, or perhaps it was a situation that dealt with love. And remember, this is the card that came out reversed. So this is maybe not having the strength to deal with this, which is why you're just resting now and trying to find the strength. But I'm going to turn that upright because I want you to find the strength to deal with this, right? And you can see that she's taming this lion here. It's not easy to do that. You need to find the strength to be able to do this. I feel like at the current moment you don't have it. For some reason, I feel like at the current moment, Spirit was telling me you don't have it. But I'm going to turn that right side up to give you the energy to get the strength that you need with this rest and relaxation. You can get the energy to deal with this love situation that you're facing right now. Perhaps with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. You might be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Or somebody who has water in their chart. Spirit, what else do we need to know for Sagittarius? So this is Death card. Now the Death card usually comes up. It doesn't mean literal death. It just means that something has to end in order for something new to begin. There's something that needs to be put to an end for a new beginning to start. Something that needs to be laid to rest in order to be able to move forward. Now, interestingly enough, this woman here, this is a woman here in a skeleton, right? She's trying to move forward though. The horse is white. This is endings and new beginnings, right? So with endings, we have new beginnings. But in order to have that new beginning, you need to have the strength to end something. It has to end. The Lovers. So this is a choice that you need to make. This is also the card of Gemini. But the Lovers signify a choice that you have to make between two lovers, between two people. Maybe that's what you have to end. You have to leave one person behind in order to move forward with the other person. Or it could be vice versa. Perhaps the person you're in love with needs to leave a Gemini behind, to have the strength to leave a Gemini behind. I mean, you can change the messages as they relate. Spirit, what is Sagittarius's partner feel about this situation? And when I say partner, it doesn't have to be someone you're living with. It could be someone that you're thinking of, someone that you're in a situation with, your significant other. Let's see what the energy is of your partner at this time. What is the energy of Sagittarius's partner? The Empress. So they would like to have this stable relationship. They would like to have a rebirth, a new beginning. The Empress represents fertility, pregnancy, new beginnings. So perhaps they want a rebirth of this situation with you. Perhaps they see you as their Empress. What is in the near future of this relationship for Sagittarius? What is in the near future of this relationship for Sagittarius? I mean, perhaps they would like to have children with you also. So the near future, interesting. So you have the Seven of Cups. This is all that glitters is not gold. It's taking off of the rose-tinted glasses. So perhaps in the future of this relationship, you're going to choose maybe something that is materialistic over love. Maybe that's why the Strength card came out reversed. Actually, I'm not going to turn it around because I want you to find the strength. I'm not going to do that, but it's chasing after the things that are not really significant in life, because the cups represent love. But if you can see here in the cups, you have jewels, you have a castle, you have this beautiful woman, you have this snake, right? The dragon. It indicates that basically what you're seeing, you're deceiving yourself to go after something that is not good for you. Spirit, what advice do you have for Sagittarius? What advice do you have for Sagittarius? What advice do you have for Sagittarius? Ten of Cups. So it's basically telling you to leave that materialistic want and need behind and go for the Ten of Cups, the love offer, the ultimate fulfillment. Perhaps this choice that you have in the Lovers, this decision that you have to make, is making you choose between these two. Happy family, happy life, right? Ultimate fulfillment. And the Seven of Cups, the money life, the materialistic life, chasing fame and fortune. But this is also the card that tells you all that glitters is not gold. Maybe the real value in life is to have this, but you don't have the strength to see it yet. Maybe this is what you have to put to rest. Maybe this is what needs to end in order for you. You need to make the decision to end this in order to have this Empress and Ten of Cups. And That's probably why this card was like, I'm sorry I keep on seeing it, but I usually don't read reversals, but it stood out to me so strong. You haven't had the strength to do that yet. You haven't had the strength to do that yet, but I'm going to keep turning it around, even though my hand keeps turning it over. I'm going to turn it around so you could find the strength to do that and have your ultimate fulfillment. Let's get a card here from the Romance Angels. This is an oracle card. This is a message from the Romance Angels. What does it have here for you? This could be the one. You have already met the partner that you seek. You have already met the partner that you seek. So whoever it is that you're choosing from, whether they be two lovers or a lifestyle, and one of them is the lover that you seek. What else do we have for Sagittarius here? So this is somebody that you know already. Okay, I guess I'll take them. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So maybe this is the person that you need to make a choice about. Sagittarius, let's look at your partner's energy. Not what they think about you, but their energy in general. What is the energy? For Sagittarius's significant other. Spirit, what is their energy? What are they feeling? What are they feeling at this time? Five of Swords. So they're feeling like they lost something. Perhaps you. But they could also be feeling that what they thought was a loss actually wasn't a loss. Because here, when you have the Five of Swords, you have 2 swords on the ground and 3 in your hand, which means you still have the upper hand here. So it's sometimes we have to go through the Five of Swords to really understand what it is that we lost, to be grateful for it, right? So maybe this is what they're feeling now. It's too many cards. I guess I could take them. I'll take them anyway. 3 of Swords. Heartbroken. Perhaps you left them with a third-party energy. Perhaps there were 2 people to choose from. There was some sort of deception, some sort of jealousy. They were brokenhearted. The 9 of Pentacles. This person that you're dealing with could be also an earth sign, as the 9 represents Pentacles. But this is someone who's basically financially established, right? They're content. They have what they need in life. They're self-sufficient. They don't really need anyone else. Well, I shouldn't say they don't need anyone else. They have everything that they need, but there is one thing missing, and that is that 10 of Cups, that life, that happy home, happy family. And maybe that's what they're heartbroken about. But now, they are thinking about something. They are reassessing their situation. And they're trying to make a choice between 2 things as well. They may be thinking of someone or taking a journey overseas. Maybe they want to come see you. Maybe they're thinking of traveling. Maybe they're trying to figure out what they want in their future. And then you have the Two of Cups, a reconciliation. So here goes your reconciliation card, right? Someone from your past is returning to your life. Maybe they're thinking about coming back after this broken heart, traveling back to you and offering you this cup of love. Two of Cups is, the joining of two people. It's a reconciliation. Let's see what messages the Oracle of Shadow and Light have for you today. And here you have the Three of Fates. And basically, when you get the Three of Fates, this card is basically telling you what comes around. We already know what happens when that card happens, right? It's when many of us have faced a difficulty. I mean, we've all faced some sort of difficulty and troubled times in our lives. But sometimes the impact of a negative experience, it's so profound that it leaves us with this physical and mental and the spiritual residue for months and even years after the actual event. And while you're still vibrating, as the Three Fates usually put it, to the energy of a negative experience, you tend to repeatedly attract the echoes of this exact experience. So you need to be, when you need to be alerted of this, what you keep attracting, this cycle that you're in, this card usually appears. Perhaps it has something to do with this cycle that keeps you back, stuck on this. This is why you get this card. It's showing you that there's some sort of karmic pattern that needs to be worked on. Something that you need to understand in order for you to be free of its influence. You need to break free of something. You need to have the strength to put something to the end, to end something of this karmic cycle that you keep yourself in. You may feel like there are others in charge of your fate, and that they are threading and weaving the pattern of your life. Basically, you feel like others choose what ends, what begins with you. When you feel that there's no fate or that you're not in much control of your life, this card appears when it's telling you it's the time to start working with intelligence, maturity, and understanding. You need to start working with the energies of destiny, fate, and fortune. This is what they are. Destiny, fate, and fortune. These are your three fates. And you can see the wheel, right? This is usually like the wheel of fortune. The wheel of fortune is the wheel of karma. Understanding that it turns and turns. And as your life will, through its many themes again and again, you will receive this card in a reading. And most especially if she leaps out to greet you, you will know an old pattern has circled around once again. So here you have, I'm surprised we didn't get the Wheel of Fortune. But here you are, stuck in this pattern. What to choose from? having to end something, needing the strength to end something, but not being able to. You have recently, or maybe in the past, you've been enjoying your own life's reruns, right? But you've also been wallowing through the memories, feeling sad, sort of like a bittersweet nostalgic about the good old days, whenever they were, wherever they were exactly. You know, it's fine to put a muse on the past. Your memories are precious and do need to be tended to. But that's another thing altogether. To be filled with regret, wishing you'd done things differently. Life is a constant do-over. You get a fresh chance every second. You are alive. So stop beating yourself up. Have the strength. Here goes that strength card again. There's no need for you to be sad about the same thing anymore. You can do things differently. You have the strength. I'm going to put that card right here for you. You have the strength. Wow. I feel so sentimental right now, so emotional. You're not a prisoner of how things have always been done. Even if you judge it to be a mistake, they can be reworked and learned from. That is the wisdom. You are so not alone. You are not alone. We all have karmic lessons, themes, and stories that seem to repeat. Learn from this. Be aware of what is taking place as a fateful encounter to master life. If you take this approach, you'll be richer for the learning. Wise, free, and also able to help others. I wish you the best, Sagittarius. Please make the right choice. You can break free. Have the strength to put the old ways to death.